That's the tinting.
We're waiting on Big Chris. Big Chris is in the house. Let's rinse that brush off, because we're going to be touching the glass with him. How much work we got under this can? Since it's started, yeah, he's about it for again. If you see anything with that blood, you can take care of it.
All right, we got 7 people in so far, and John Dezeki says, "Hey guys, and Have Faith." What's up, Have Faith?
What's up, guys? Long time no see. We out here. It's almost, what time is it? Almost midnight?
Yeah. Laylo says, "What's up, gentlemen?"
Guys, we get ready for a big hurricane down here in Louisiana. I don't know if y'all watch the weather. I think this might be our last gig until the storm blows us away.
H2O, hey, buddy.
Big Hunter's in the house.
We got Jim, he says, "Big fan. Glad to catch a peek of you guys getting it."
Yes, sir. We're doing a little commercial washing. So I kind of look at the length of it. It's a little bit of a strip mall, you know, that sort of thing. These are real common, just about every town, every city, every suburb, every county. These are everywhere. Y'all can start doing a lot of power washing these. Matter of fact, I've been shooting some other video clips as we've been cleaning it too, kind of some do's and don'ts about it.
And Abraham Hernandez says, "Father and son's power wash from Italy, Texas. How y'all doing?"
Good job, man. Father and son. I worked with my dad for years, so it's always a good bonding experience. So basically what we're doing here, we kind of soft washing this building, treated with a sodium hypochlorite. Got a soft fan tip on here, pushing about 4 or 5 gallons a minute. Our machine's capable of doing much more than that. That's all we need. We got Big Chris kind of going around catching some stubborn spider webs with these. I love this little brush. I don't even know where we got it from. Let's look at the end of that.
The local auto parts
Yeah,
store.
it's like a local auto parts store. It's a flow-through brush where it, you can hook a water hose to it. But what I like about it, it's very fluffy, almost like Apex without a haircut.
Yeah, it's got the bristles on the sides, not just on the bottom.
So it really grabs onto spider webs and that sort of thing. But we also going to take this brush right here and kind of clean up some of this glass instead of using pressure on it. Especially down there's some decals. So y'all hang tight. We can kind of show you how we do that. Also, I want to mention we have a relatively brand new course on BillyDavidsonVIP.com that will teach you exactly how to price these commercial little strip malls with a sample contract. I think we got about 7 different properties in there, banks and all that good stuff, flat work. So if y'all are interested in that, Apex has told me we got a coupon code on it. What's the coupon code?
50% off.
So it's 50, the percent sign, and OFF.
Correct.
All right, and it gives you half off. So anyway, let's get back on this, guys. Another thing I want to demonstrate to y'all: these lights that y'all see here. These lights are wired in series, and they have a transformer box somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at. If you blow one out, sometimes you blow all of them out. It's like a string of Christmas lights. So you don't want to use direct pressure on these. And if you need to clean around them, well, that's where the little brush comes in, because it's a lot easier to kind of brush around them than trying to figure out why you knocked the whole series of lights out. So you just got to be careful with them. They're hot, probably. Those look like LEDs, but they still going to have some temperature to them. You know, we're using tap water, which is probably around 65, 70 degrees. So the temperature differentiation between our water and that bulb is probably at least 100 degrees, and it could cause them to break or something like that, and then knock out the whole series of lights. So please avoid those at all costs if you can. So basically, what I'm doing here, I got this soft fan tip, You can even see not much pressure at all. Just kind of giving it a good rinse down.
Oh, John's got a question. He says, is $5,000 a good amount I should tell someone for startup capital?
Startup capital on pressure washing, I think you do it for 3. Let's say you got a 4x4 machine, which is, if y'all don't know, that's what I call a 4 gallon per minute for 4,000 PSI on a rattle cart. That X-Jet, some hoses, ladders, a bunch of ambition, some business cards.
Yeah, you
I
get
think
it done.
you get on it for 3, a step ladder. I wouldn't want to stay on that equipment no more than a few months.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing good work, you're going to end up growing really quickly.
Yeah.
And guys, I tell people all the time, you need a handout. If you're just getting started in this, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do the Google My Business. You can do all the stuff you hear about. But also, you need to be handing out 100 business cards a week. When you get sick and tired of handing out 100 business cards a week, bump it up to 125. And then you can text me and thank me later. 125 business cards a week will get you busy real quick. It's a lot of hard work doing it, but when you're just getting started, you want to get some money in the bank, that's a good way to do it. And then at that point, if you want to do some online automated marketing, go for it. But 100 business cards, 125 business cards a week will put money in the bank, baby. I used to do it. I used to get these 1,000 business cards. Seriously, in about a month and a half, I'd have, as soon as I get one box, I'd have to order another box.
Yeah.
I was a beast over it.
We don't have any other questions, but Arthur says, thank you, sir, for the motivation.
That's a good one. They may not can hear me, so you're gonna have to. Step back and look at the top. Get a light on you first. So we're gonna get a flashlight, or headlamp. You got one, Jacob?
Yeah.
But hold your phone down a little bit because you're gonna glare. Okay, yeah. All the way down, we've already cleaned that. It was really bad.
Oh yeah, that's looking fantastic.
I actually got a video clip and some dictation over it where I'm explaining exactly how to do this. I'm gonna upload that in a couple days, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't, and y'all be seeing that. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload it. We go over how to do it and how to get these type of jobs too, which is real important. We can teach you how to do it, but you got to learn how to get the jobs as well. Oh.
Yep, and Joey Babineau says, watched all your videos on striping and dumpster cleaning. I am in North Louisiana and drove around looking at all the businesses that need to have some striping maintenance.
He's gonna get rich up there in North Louisiana.
Oh yeah, man.
That's especially with the striping. We actually might be doing some striping in Monroe here around October, November. So if we do, I'm gonna let y'all know. But maybe we can meet up for lunch and maybe even get Wild West to drive over.
Yep. And Jim said, I just bought a 4x4 GX390 and I'm so upset because it's a direct drive and I don't know if I can use it to pull from a buffer tank.
No, unless it's a cat pump, you probably can't. But you can pressurize the water coming from the buffer tank to the pressure washer with a
Electric pump.
Electric pump. Apex knows that one of those little 5.5s will work. You need a lawnmower battery or something there. A lawnmower battery will run that little electric pump probably for about 4 hours. So you may have to have a way of charging it or something. But while you got what you got, so you got to make it work.
Yeah, you can get a pretty cheap battery, a Marine Deep Cycle one. It's about the size of a car battery. It'll last a little longer.
Yeah.
H2O says, what's your... Oh, you had something to say on that as well?
No, go ahead.
H2O says, what's your residential to commercial ratio this time of year?
We basically doing all commercial now. I would say 80-20. So mostly commercial. Then you got the striping in there too. Of course, all striping is commercial. I haven't run across one homeowner that would let me put stripes in their driveway, Apex.
Man.
We need to come up with a gig or something. I know they do the numbers on the curbing, but if we can come up with a gig and somehow they need to put a stripe down the middle of their driveway, we'd get rich.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of demonstrate how we clean this glass. This is decals on this side of the glass. So I can literally go up there with a fingernail or something to peel this off, or my SH would peel it off, or my pressure would peel it off. And we're not going to do any of that tonight, but we're going to clean that glass. We're not going to spot free rinse it, and we're not getting paid for that. But we want to clean the frames up with some soft water and this scrub brush. So this is how we do it. And also, we don't want to push too much water in that door. A little may get in there, but we're going to try not to do too much. Yep. So anytime you touch glass with anything, it needs to be wet. The glass needs to be wet, and the brush needs to be wet, or either you can leave scratches on it. So I know Big Chris was already doing some stuff with that brush up here, so I'm gonna rinse the brush off, and then we're gonna show y'all how to go around and clean these frames. I want to lower my lower down to about 20%. That's all I need.
Yep, we've got 21 people in the stream. We got 5 likes. We appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, man, y'all hit that like button. These lives actually slow us down a lot. I told them, I said, guys, we need to do a live tonight. They was like, we ready to go home. Because we talking, but we enjoy it though. And if y'all can get some benefits out of it. So I just told Big Chris to lower my RPMs on my machine. Obviously, I don't want a lot of pressure. I don't know how, this is an old building. I don't know how good these windows are. The last thing I want is to push a window in, set the alarm off, had the sheriff's department out here, blah, blah, blah. Not a good night. So remember, burst pressure will break these windows. So release your burst pressure away from the window and then bring it to the window and then release. Another thing that can break these windows, guys, if your J-rod or your tip is not securely fastened on here and you pull this trigger, I promise you it will be sitting in there on that floor with an alarm going off and all that. So we don't want to do that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to release our burst pressure in a safe manner. Rinse the brush off really good. We're going to let Chris feel it and make sure there's no sand or grit on it. All right, so I'm going to pre-wet the window, and then he's just going to rub it down. Now, once he does that, I'm going to go back and re-rinse it again. And again, guys, come look at these decals. This is raised decals. I mean, you can peel that off. SH, degreaser, none of that's really good for it. So, got to be careful with it. It's nothing expensive, but still, I don't want these people to come here Monday morning and their decals are laying on the floor.
Yep. And I really like that brush design, that head having bristles on the side. It's really good for corners of these window frames.
And those top ledges up there, too.
Yeah.
We used to call them a wraparound brush, but, I've seen them called salt and pepper brushes, but the more of that fluffiness you got on it, the better you off when it comes to this soft bristle brushing.
I just got a new brush yesterday.
Where'd you get it from?
The local auto parts store.
Was it a decent one?
Oh yeah, I paid about $36 for it. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, you're gonna pay a few dollars for a good brush, and it happens. You step on them, you lose them, but we're making plenty of money.
Yeah, what's that saying you have? If a pressure washer doesn't have a brush on his truck, he's gonna go out of business.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be pressure washed for long.
Yeah.
That's like if you're parking lot striping and you don't have a wire brush on your truck, then you're not a real parking lot striper.
Yeah, H2O says, y'all eating anything good tonight? I'm smoking brisket tomorrow for 8 hours.
Oh man, that does sound good. We Hunter, we're actually getting ready for Ida. Is that the name of it? Category 4 hurricane hitting tomorrow night. Actually, where I'm standing, ironically, is under a mandatory evacuation. Right here where we're standing. This could flood in the next couple of days, but we're gonna clean it. We're tasked to clean it. They didn't call it off, so we're gonna come out here and make us a bunch of money tonight. And if it might be right back out here because the hurricane is gonna hit right here.
Yep. And John's got a pretty good question. He says, can you do this business single-handed? Absolutely, John. You can do it single-handed. But
Chris, put one hand behind your back. He's single-handed, guys. So yeah, I mean, I worked by myself for years, John. It's not ideal unless you one of these type of guys that's, you know, and I don't mean no harm by it, but if you're a bit of a loner, like you like working by yourself, and sometimes I get like that where I just want to go work by myself and do my own thing. It really helps to have at least one other person with you, especially working at night. You're managing pressure washing, soap. You need somebody to watch your back if you're working in a bad area, that sort of thing. But yeah, you can do it by yourself, you know. But Jacob, you do a good bit by yourself.
yeah.
Any more good questions?
Joey's got another question. He says, how long did it take you to see your ROI, return on investment?
Oh man, I started, you know, I don't like talking about money and stuff, but I was a millionaire by the time I was 20 years old from pressure washing.
Oh, and Lay Low says, any close calls working at night?
Yeah, I did. I had to disarm a person before, but by the time I was 20, I was well off. So, you know, within the first year, I finally got my groove, and of course, I started striping too, which made a big difference. I wanted to show them something real quick. When we rinsing these windows, guys, remember we talked about burst pressure, releasing it off to the side, but also you don't want to rinse this at a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle, if you're not familiar with it, it's dead on, straight onto it. You want to kind of hit it at a 45-degree angle. The glass is much stronger in this direction versus that direction. You can implode this glass fairly easy with some burst pressure or too much PSI. So we want to release our burst pressure and then rinse this from an angle. So that's safety, but also you can clean these edges a little bit better like that. And then, in addition to that, I like to use a circular motion when rinsing. And you'll see here in a second, I think it's just more effective. So just to rinse it. And then what I'll do is I hit that from the other angle. And guys, we're still not finished yet. You have to touch this to make sure you really got it clean, because I promise you, this grit, like we surface cleaned this earlier, the ground, you could be on there and it looks invisible, but you know, and in the daytime, the sun shines on that grit and you can see it really good. So go reach over there and touch it. Feels very good. Very nice. So,
All right.
all right, let's rock and roll. Let's move on.
And John just sent you $4.99. He says beer money.
Hey, man. All right. Some hurricane beer money. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, Big Chris.
And Christophe Boswell says, bonjour les Louisianians. Hope you are all doing great. Again on the field, impressive. So with this solution, no harm to the metallic structure?
Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va et très bien. Apex, Big Chris, you très bien? Je suis très bien. Thank you very much.
Oui.
Merci beaucoup.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we man, those hurricanes do a lot of erosion down here. So we'll see. You know, all the swampland is disappearing before our eyes.
And he says, hey, hey, nice French, very good, thumbs up, smiley face.
Messy, messy. We need to get old Butler on here.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Butler speaks a bunch of languages.
Yes, indeed. We're all caught up on our
Who,
comments.
who was that was speaking French to us?
Christophe Boswell.
Edu Venez-vous? I'm going to ask him where he's from in French. See where he's located.
Yeah, I know a little bit. À toi, quel âge, Christophe Boswell? Yeah.
He's probably in his 30s. Quel âge as-tu?
Yeah. We got 26 people in the stream. Got 13 likes. Appreciate the support, guys.
Look who is on there. Oh, that's Big Chris on the screen.
Yeah, Big Chris. Get that money.
Everybody asks me why we call him Big Chris. Well, Big Chris back in the day used to be a competition bodybuilder, and he used to be a big old boy, but he kind of got out of that lifestyle. So, but he's still super strong. This dude can do about 80 pull-ups without even getting out of breath. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, this man, he pays attention to details. I mean, he's feeling behind the door handles and everything, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Philly Phil says, how much SH do you need to do a job like this? By volume, not ratio. How many gallons, you know?
Maybe 8 gallons.
Yeah.
About what we use. And we hit the concrete too, so about 7 or 8 gallons.
And Have Faith says, I did bodybuilding for over 10 years.
Yeah, I did a lot of it. I think I wore out my joints and my fingers now. Sometimes my fists, like gripping those bars, you know.
And John's got an interesting question. He says, post-hurricane, will there be a lot of extra work to wash of muck?
Yeah, it could be. Sometimes if we get a flood, we can work for months and months just doing flood work. And it pays good, too. Let's rinse this one. Alright, this is a security gate. It's on this thing. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
It's like,
See if I can clean it up here. You want to do it? Yeah. Yeah, that's enough PSI. Let me know if you want some more pressure. What'd you say? A little bit hard to tight fan. I'm gonna switch tips out, get a little bit more PSI on there.
H2O is asking, do y'all still fill up from the hydrant?
Whenever we can. I mean, we really like to, but right here we just run it off of a commercial water faucet, which is doing good. Our tank is about 300 gallons and it was full. You know, it's staying full, so we're doing good. But yeah, sometimes we will use a hydrant.
30 people in the stream. Getting on up there, Billy.
Man, everybody's night owls, huh? That's 30 night owls.
Yeah.
Look what we got over there. Anything open?
Man, just a Burger King.
Let me see. Burger King.
Yeah, we got Burger King.
People still in the drive-thru? They
No,
have,
you got one car parked there. You're probably closing up.
yeah, they closing. They evacuating this place.
Yeah.
Some of y'all local guys may recognize where we at.
Ghost Town over there. That one's shut down. The one to the left is crowded with cars, but I don't know.
Guys, this is so ironic. One of the guys that I trained, I don't know if you could see it. He's right over here working. Do I got it in there? That's the Sonic, right?
Yeah, you got the Sonic side.
Yeah.
It's just turned off.
Yeah, it's just turned off. So I trained him and he's doing some Sonics over here, which is fine. Sometimes we like doing them, sometimes we don't. Jacob, he actually got our Sonic training course. That's how he's over there washing them.
Wow.
I mean, I'll wash them too, but you know, we stay so busy with striping. We may get some soon. We may take some back or something. All right, let's see. We got a few comments here.
Yep, we got a paid one $5. Arthur says, catch you later, gentlemen. You got to work in 7 hours.
Oh, man, Arthur. Good night, Arthur. Get some sleep. Thanks for that super chat, whoever that was. Who was that?
Arthur.
Oh, Arthur. Okay, great. Chris gonna get the super chat money.
Yeah, get a sandwich.
The sandwich time, man.
35 in the stream, 18 likes. Man, let's see if we can get 50 by the night's end.
30 people in and get 50 likes. You know
36, we getting there.
something? Hey, not one of my subscribers have been bought either, so
I
think we need to brush it. Try to brush it a little bit.
Brushing it, that wouldn't help it.
All right. We'll see if we can put some degreaser on it. What about this one? Here.
We hadn't watched this one yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
All right.
give him a little bit more RPM so hang tight.
All right. Oh, have faith with the $9.99. Thank you, sir. Food money. Yes, indeed, have faith. It's always good, man. Appreciate you. Just had a car yell at us. We got recognized. Did you just get recognized?
Yeah, you seen them?
Yeah.
What was they saying?
I don't know.
A bunch of girls driving around. It was like, "Hey, Billy Davidson."
Yes, sir.
I was like, "Oh, that name."
Bro, have faith sent you $9.99.
Oh crap! They coming back. Don't show them on camera though.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh man, I've never seen them girls in my
Man.
life.
Tell them we getting that. We just got $9. Leave us alone. Now.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Have faith. $9. Appreciate it a lot. We had some other people playing. I guess they people watch YouTube.
Yeah, had to be.
We was in Florida and that guy wanted to take a picture with us.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it's kind of strange in a way, but you know, it's we touching people out there that we never meet, we never even hear from them. You know, like these guys on here. Most of these guys we know. I've talked to them. There's been people that walk up to us and never heard from them, but they out there watching and making a difference. That's what it's all about.
And have faith says anytime.
That's a Subway sandwich right there, baby. Double meat.
Yes, indeed. Extra cheese.
Man, I like to get that double meat on mine. Like if I get like a turkey club or a chicken club,
Yeah.
I put the extra meat on it.
Bro, I get the steak and cheese toasted. Talk
My
about
thing's
good.
it's always say lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, black olives, mayonnaise, mustard.
Yep.
I've been right there for years.
Yeah. And Christoph Boswell, he says, yep. Would have loved to meet you guys. That's entertaining and motivating.
Yeah, we want to try to get to one of those conventions one day. But guys, I hate to even say it. If I went to one of those conventions, it cost me $30,000 and miss work. And but I'm gonna go one day. I'm gonna get to one of them. I think next year they having one out in Memphis. Maybe we'll try to get off to go force our way up there.
Yeah, we just have so many jobs coming in, man. It's finding the time.
I might could go if I could find something to sell. That's the only way. Because if you at the convention and you ain't selling nothing, that means you ain't busy, right?
Right.
Like, what are you doing up there if you're running a business?
You gonna love this one, bro. Jim, he says, I'm in Florida, and if I see you, I'm getting your autograph.
Hey, man.
I'll have to email you sometime to let you know how you've been changed my life trajectory.
Hey,
Dude, that's
I love
deep.
to hear those success stories, man. I really do. Yeah, absolutely. Send me an email, and it's motivation for us, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we could probably be almost wrap this up, but since we're doing a live, me and Jacob's over here talking and, reading comments.
Big Chris shouldering the work. He's the man right now.
But he ate a fish sandwich earlier, so he's good.
Yeah.
Now, what did he eat? He ate a Whopper?
He had a Whopper. You had the fish
Oh, I
sandwich.
couldn't eat no Whopper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're approaching the 30-minute mark here, and got another comment from Christoph. He says, sometimes feels like this channel is about food half the time, joking. Well, I would love to start myself by my own, but with monthly bills and 2 kids, that's quite frightening.
Hey, it can be scary. I would urge you to start doing it on a day off here and there. Get you a machine, start doing friends and family, that sort of thing. Get you a little Sonic or something to wash.
Yeah,
See where it
Christoph.
goes, you know?
Dude, there's plenty of weekend warriors, man. You can get out there on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Make a grand.
You can literally make your whole week's check in one day, man.
Yep. And but you're right. Most of the time when we on a job, we might talk about our job a little bit, but 90% of the time we talk about lunch.
Yeah. And he says, yeah, days off would be the key.
Yes, do your days off. I know a lot of guys that started out that in the corporate world, and you know now they live in an entire new life. Man, you just don't know how weird life is sometimes. I mean, like what you're doing now could be completely different what you're doing from 2 years from now, and something you never dreamed of. Like I never dreamed that I would be teaching this. This was just a job. I'd come home, go to work, make a lot of money. And when I found a way to teach it here on this YouTube platform, it's been life-changing. I mean, I got friends, you know, like you just meet people. It's been amazing. So always just follow your intuition. And if you feel that tug to it, I tell guys all the time, pressure washing chooses you. You don't choose it. If you feel that tug to get in this industry, then you owe it to yourself to at least try. I mean, even if you fail, at least you tried.
Yep. And got the one right here.
You got any more comments?
Yeah, we got a few.
All right, go ahead.
Christoph says, would you think for the paint side it would be okay to start a small job without the machine? I think that's what you say in the course.
Yep, we teach that. Absolutely. We teach you how to do that in the course and have professional results. And that's the key part. And charge professional rates with a professional contract all right there for you. And you don't have to do many like that because you're going to be making professional money. And then you can go and get you a little $4,000 or $5,000 machine. That's how I started out. I literally started out on my hands and knees. But I wasn't there alone.
Yeah, and John Dezeki says, I'm thinking about it as a part-time thing to add to my VA disability check.
Yeah, that would be a great little supplemental income. And, you know, even if you did it low-key, if you did 4 jobs a month and you average profit $800 per job, which would be easy to do, you look another $3,000, $3,200 a month on top of your VA benefits, you can really talk about changing your life trajectory right there. Maybe there's a house. If you ever want to treat yourself to some special type of vehicle or something, it's all there at your fingertips at that point. And the thing about striping is, look at this. All this needs striped.
Yeah.
This is in my hometown, and we hadn't had a chance to come hit these people up until now. So striping is everywhere. Everywhere there's a parking lot, the striping needs to be done every 6 to 8 months, maybe a year. And ride around, go look around. If you see faded lines, it might be a sign. What else we got, Apex?
We got a lot of comments, actually. All right, let's see if we can go
read some
through.
bad comments. We never get a bad comment.
We really, it's rare that we do. Mike Jones says, how's it going, fellas? I'm a huge fan. Y'all taught me tons and tons. Y'all taught me the business side and the steps to complete just about any job. I can't thank y'all enough. Mr. Billy, Apex, Big Chris, 100.
All right, Mr. Jones, we love that comment. That's as Apex is reading it, I seen Big Chris starting to scrub harder. No, seriously, man, that's awesome, man. We're glad to be a part of that success. And like I said, sometimes we never know it, but guys, sometimes we can feel it, man. When we do these live videos, we get pumped up and we don't even know why. And I tell Big Chris and Apex, I said, somebody out there is watching this, and they may not want to type on their keyboard and say hello or nothing, but they might be back there taking notes and can make a difference.
And Christoph says, yep, still have to grab money to buy the course.
Yeah, anytime, man. We actually got a discount code on that. I think it's site-wide, right?
The web,
So,
yeah.
August 31st it is?
Yeah, until I believe it's September 1st.
which would be midnight of August 31st.
Yeah, yeah.
So they can use 50% off on any course on the website, right?
Right, and guys, the code is 50% OFF.
And that's on any course. I hope I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's on any course.
And that's okay. That's just for a few more days.
All right. And John says, I have a surgery to go through and then moving somewhere warm.
Man, I don't blame you.
Yeah, and Victor, he says, congrats on being out there. I'm in the Orlando area. Started with pavers, and now I'm adding pressure washing and sealer. Nothing is impossible. Got here 2017 from Brazil.
Dang.
God bless America.
That's where you roll it, man. You come in not even born here, and you still come hit a home run.
Dude, yeah.
That's all about America.
It's the American dream, man.
I mean, we live in the greatest country on the nation, and I mean in the world, you know. So, I mean, the opportunity is here. There's other countries where you don't even have opportunity to eat also rock solid meals. So, we got the opportunity to become millionaires with not even a college degree.
And Mike Jones, he says, I'm always watching. I've been subscribed for a while. I like, comment on every video. Y'all are the best in the business without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely, guys. If y'all ever leave a comment, I do get to see them. It's me responding to them. I don't have no auto responder like some of the other guys do. So if I respond to you or I drop you a heart on there, that's really me doing it. And even if I don't have a chance to respond, I do read them. Sometimes I lay in bed where I read 70 or 80 comments.
Yep.
You ever do that on your channel?
Oh, dude, yeah, I love reading my comments. I read every single one of them.
Some of them keep you real, you know, like they'll call something out that you missed. And hey, we not perfect. I promise you that.
I encourage it. I like getting a dialogue going with my subscribers, and, you know, we can get the discussion, and, you know, you might learn something. Hell, I learn stuff every day. And Coco, the code for the course is 50% OFF.
All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just give everything a good rinse now, top to bottom. Not the very, very top, because we've kind of already completed that. We're not going to do the awning, because I don't want to run the chance of wetting those bulbs anymore than what I have to. Just from top to bottom, quick rinse, and the sidewalk. Low pressure rinse. We're not going to try to push any water onto these doors. So here we go. We're going to try to make this quick. Can you bring me to 70? Yeah. We're going to up the power here in a second.
Yep. And Mike, yeah, man, I'm gonna post more content. I've had a lot going on lately.
Buying a house.
Yeah, I'm
had a blowout.
Yeah, if you look on Billy's channel, dude, if y'all look on Billy's channel, y'all see a video. They happened to stop by and see me on the side of the interstate. I had my driver's front tire blow out on me, and part of that tire was whipping around in there. Man, it got my wiring harness. It got my airbox. My truck is out of commission. And it's going to be weeks before I can get it fixed, so.
Yeah, I can't believe that it tore out the wheel well.
Gone completely.
The tire got up into the engine bay and just started ripping out wires. The truck was throwing out all kind of codes. We wouldn't even move forward. It wouldn't turn. It would run, but on an idle, right?
Right. It was like a very limp mode. Like, man, it threw the check engine light, the wrench icon. It was saying, we can't move. Like,
that's weird. I've never seen that, man.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they can get parts sometime soon, you know?
Well, you know what? Maybe. We got some great guys on here, guys. If y'all know anything about a 2017?
Yeah, 2017 F-150.
And it's the wiring harnesses on that driver's side?
On the driver's side. It didn't get into the main wiring harness. It's that section that goes into the firewall. So that's what I'm looking for. Let's see.
What size engine is it?
It's a 2.7 EcoBoost, twin turbo V6.
And so the wiring harness, it had a bunch of wires in it? Like,
yeah, so it's a group of about 20 wires, and they're all wrapped into one cable. and then they plug into a quick connect. What it did is it pulled on that and it ripped the ends of those wires out of the quick connect.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Got any questions I need to answer?
Philly Phil says, "Are you reclaiming?"
No, right here, guys, you can see it's just going to sit right here and dry up. And there's actually a parking lot sweeper that's going to come either tonight or tomorrow and clean up any debris out here. Now, what I will do, if there's a paper or something, I'll pick that up. But this is not going to go anywhere. But yeah, if you're right, if this is going to run to a public drain or getting to the public water system, it definitely technically needs to be reclaimed. But you see it's pretty much sitting right here.
Yep. And Christoph, that's 50% sign, and then it's a lowercase OFF. No spaces, just 50% sign OFF.
And that's on all of our courses
That's-
up to...
That's on everything. Yeah.
To the 31st of August, which is just a couple days. Look at all that dirty water.
That's the satisfying part of the job, man. I tell you what.
That's gonna make it smell better out here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll walk up to the store and it smells like piss or something.
Ugh.
It's all that mold and mildew and spit and everything else.
Lay Low says, "I thought that was staged. You got lucky they seen you."
That really, no, it wasn't. Big Chris was driving my Tesla, and he said, "Is that Apex?" And we got down there, and there he was.
Yeah, it really helps, having somebody watch you back whenever you're on the side of the interstate, and they gave me a ride back to my house. Like,
Yeah, what we did, we actually pushed the truck up maybe 500 or 600 feet by hand, and to get it into that exit, because I mean that interstate, God, that interstate's the east and west interstate, and that's cars don't go under 80 there.
yeah, realistically, like
How
that's
far did we push it? Maybe 500 or 600 feet? you think?
dude. It had to be at least 400 feet, like at least.
Man, I was breathing hard, Apex.
Yeah. And Christopher Boswell, Christoph, he says, what does it mean to reclaim? What is that?
So reclaim is this dirty water. If it's going to go to a public drain, we want to block that public drain, let the water dam up there, and then take that water and pump it into a filtration system. There's a technique called capture, filter, release, but it has to be at a certain micron level. Or either you can take that water, pump it into a tank, and release it into their own property. It has to stay onto their own property, from my understanding. It can maybe be on the side, into some rocks or wherever. But the ideal is for it to not enter into the public drain and then go down into our beautiful rivers and creeks and streams and kill all our marine life. And it does. It will, to a certain extent. The sodium hypochlorite, surfactants and degreasers and all that is not good for the environment. So we need to try to adhere to these rules, when it's applicable. What else we got here?
And Philly Phil says, just in case you didn't see this question, is there a formula to figure out the amount of SH by gallons we would need for the job?
So, I guess on a roof wash, my rule of thumb is 15 gallons per 1,000 square feet. Now that's a give or take situation, on a roof wash. Concrete, you're probably going to use about 5 gallons per 1,000 square feet on pre-treating, just because you not have to put it on there so heavy. On a house wash in general, if a 2,000 square foot house, you're going to use approximately 7 gallons of SH in bulk. Now once you dilute it and send it through the system, it gets, obviously makes more. So that's a kind of a rule of thumb. Would you like to add anything to that, Apex?
I would. If you're looking for exactly how to mix that up, we do have a chemical ratio chart on BillyDavidsonVIP.com. You can go check that out. It really goes in depth about all that stuff.
Yeah, it can keep you from wasting your bleach. It can keep you from using too much or too little. Keep you from harming stuff. It's actually titled How to Mix a Soft Wash. So we're good. Everything's good. Yeah, everything looks good. All right, you want to shut it down? Let's take this right here. I always like to rinse my surface cleaner off. I'm going to rinse it off with a water hose, but let's take a quick look at it. How many guys we got on board here now?
39 people in the
39.
stream, 24 likes.
I know these are 39 night owls, right?
Yeah.
What time is it? Does anybody
It's
know?
after 12, bro. It's like,
It feels like it too.
it's 12:27.
Man, I'm thirsty and hungry, Apex, and everything's closed.
Yeah.
Snickers to the rescue.
That's right.
Kristen likes some darn cinnamon buns.
I still got some of my drink from earlier, that large. I always get a
Man,
large
you keep
drink,
it laying
bro.
around, we'll take a sip out of it when you're not looking. Catch all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. This is what we got completed tonight. And if y'all want to learn how to quote out these commercial jobs, I got one very similar to this in there with a sample contract, a bunch of other ones. Y'all know where to go check it out. So I guess we're gonna roll up and get on out of here, guys. Hope y'all have a good night. If y'all are on the Louisiana coast anywhere, I know we got a lot of friends here. Watch the channel anywhere from, I would say, Houston all the way over there to Mobile Bay, even up towards Jackson, Mississippi. I think that storm's coming in, so y'all stay safe. If y'all need us, y'all know how to get in touch with us, man. Y'all